Oh yeah, it's been a minute we did this. I mean, I went on a very long 4 weeks break to take care of myself. I'm happy I had to take time off content creation, sitting on camera and talking every time. I'm happy I had that private time to myself to think through, reflect, and take care of myself and be back. So we are back. So welcome back to our channel. If you've seen this face for the first time, my name is Solis Ojatli, and you're welcome to join this amazing community that we've been building. So yeah, I want to say thank you 4,000 subscribers. We hit 4K subscribers when I was on break, and I want to say thank you for your support and continue to spread the love, continue to share the channel with your family and friends so they continue to watch. For so many of us, when we decide to relocate to the UK, we let down our guard and we come with a mindset that the UK is completely safe, and then you stop taking security measures and all. But the news I have for you today is that the UK is not completely safe, and you don't have to be too relaxed about security here, especially that there are so many incidents that happen that does not make it to the mainstream media. Around July, August 2022, I got to know of an incident that happened to a Nigerian man who just went missing. An able-bodied man, like he's doing well. He was working in Nigeria and his wife was working here, and he came to the UK to see his wife and children, able-bodied, no illness, no mental health diseases. The man came here. His wife saw him in the morning before she left for work, and the next, when she came back in the evening, she couldn't find the husband. So they reported to the police, and then they started searching for him. And the next thing, he was found in a dish. And this man, quite mysteriously, he was found in a dish. The news didn't make it to the mainstream media. No BBC, no Sky News, no all mainstream media in the UK picked up that news. But I got to know about that news because the man was a friend to one of my siblings, and that led me into conducting a research, and I discovered that in the UK people go missing. Some are lucky enough to make it to mainstream media to become very, very big news where people be looking for people and all. But some are not lucky enough to make it to mainstream media. For example, this man that he never made it to mainstream media. No news talked about it. The police was like, oh, cause of death unknown, or describe it as mysterious, and there was no crime recorded and all of that. And I'm like, an able-bodied man does not just this way. So I started my research, and I discovered that there are a lot of people that go missing in the UK every time, and there are a lot of black people that go missing every time. And then most times the ones that are reported that make it to the big news are just a fraction of what actually is happening in the UK. And that there is even a charity for finding black missing people, because when black people go missing, it's not the same passion that they use in searching for white missing people that they use in searching for black missing people. Sometimes the police discard them, especially if they are teenagers. They say, oh, maybe it's not this teenage exuberance that is wrong with them, and also the police discard them. So there's this person that now started a charity to find black missing people. So that's the depth of the problem. Now let me walk you through series of missing mysterious people that went missing in the UK that the mainstream media picked up. And presently there is a serious case of a missing 45-year-old woman that is in the news. So this woman woke up in the morning around 8 a.m., took her kids to school, and around 8:30 came back, started walking her dog on a field, and said around 9 o'clock she joined a Zoom meeting at work while walking her dog. While she was on Zoom meeting, the audio and the video was put up. Around 9:15 or thereabout, another dog walker saw her and they exchanged pleasantry, greeted each other, and then around 9:30 the Zoom call ended, and she never left the Zoom call. She remained on the Zoom call. And then around 9:40, another dog walker saw her phone and her dog without the woman. The phone was on the chair, and the dog was close to the phone, and the woman couldn't be found. Just between single space of time, this woman disappeared. And presently in the UK, it's been 3 weeks, and this woman has been missing. They've searched all the rivers. Oh my god, I can't believe I spent an entire hours filming video. In fact, I filmed two videos only for me to discover that there's no audio. Sometimes the struggle of this YouTube is crazy. Like, in fact, I'm terribly angry right now. I mean, how do I even start everything I've said? Like, it's so annoying. Gosh, it's so annoying. I want to cry. Oh my god, now I'm back. Daylight is gone. We are in winter in the UK, and daylight is gone. Like, if you don't make use of the day, the night comes. Now the light is now behind me. Like, okay, let's start. Oh god, I don't even know where to begin. Like, I said a lot of things. It's so annoying. Okay, so yeah, so that is how this dog walker, Nicola Bully, has been missing for the past 3 weeks, and till today she has not been found. She's 45-year old, so she's not even a baby, she's not a teenager. She's missing. Till date, nobody has been able to say one thing about the woman. Where is she? Nobody has been able to say anything. She's still missing.
Now, this is the case of a missing white woman in the UK. But do you know that black people are 4 times more likely to be reported as missing in England and Wales? Yes, according to recent data from the National Crime Agency, black people accounted for 14% of missing people in England and Wales, which is part of the United Kingdom. This is Blessing Olusegun. Blessing was a 25-year-old when her body was discovered on a beach in East Sussex in September of 2021. Her death was deemed as unexplained by Sussex police, and a postmortem has determined that she died by drowning. But with a large gap of time between when she was last spotted alive to when her body was found, much misery remains around her. Now, this is another boy named Richard Okoroge. Richard also went missing from his home. Like, how do people get missing from their home? In Ladbroke Grove, West London, on 22nd of March of 2021 as well. And his body was found 20 miles away in Epping Forest 2 weeks later after he was declared missing.
Here's another story. On the evening of 3rd March 2021, a 33-year-old woman named Sarah Everard left her friend's house, and she was walking to her house. When she was walking, somebody who identified as a policeman approached her, told her she was uh, breaking some COVID rules, and arrested her, put her in his car, and drove her off. The next day, the friends and family of Sarah couldn't find her, and they reached out to the police, and investigation started. They collected CCTV camera footage, collected dash cam footage, and they got to discover that it was a policeman that actually arrested her. A policeman took her, and when they started the investigation, they discovered that the policeman um her, murdered her, and burned her to ashes. Another person, Leah Crutcher, she's a teenager, a 15-year-old. In 2019, she left her home to go to work, to come back, and in the evening, her parents discovered she didn't come back from work, so they phoned her workplace, and they asked of her. The workplace said no, she didn't come to work today, and then they reported the incident to the police. And the next thing, investigation started. They started searching for her, looking for her everywhere, and they couldn't find her since 2019. So 3 years she was missing. And in October 2022, that was when they discovered her backpack and some bones in an abandoned building, and then they had to take the bones for some tests that and discovered that it was this girl that was missing in 2019 that was left abandoned. When they conducted investigation, they discovered that the person who had the key to the abandoned property was a serious sex offender, and discovered that he actually the girl. Of course, he's a serious sex offender, meaning he didn't kill her, but her, killed her, and then left her there and went to go and hang himself 2 months after the incident. So the person had already committed suicide in 2019, while the parents of this girl were left suffering and looking for answers to what actually happened to their daughter. For the case of Sarah Everett, it was a policeman that perpetrated this crime. The crime happened in London. London is the center. London is the city that is always bustling. There's camera everywhere. There's CCTV everywhere. Yet that didn't deter the police from committing this crime. So these are series of incidents of missing people, of murder that's happened in the UK. This kind of news, if you're not here, you never get to hear them. And this is just a fraction of the real thing. Like there are so many cases that go on that does not make it to the big news, right? Like the case of this Nigerian man, it didn't make it to mainstream media, but a family had lost a son, a family had lost a father, a family had lost a husband.
And when it comes to black people, the noise is not loud in the media the way the noise of the white people will be loud in media. The families of Richard and Blessing actually said that attention was not given to them like the way that every other white person like Sarah Everard made it to the media.
So if you're coming here, there's this temptation for you to feel like, oh my God, I am not. This place is safe, especially if you're coming from Nigeria. We know insecurity in Nigeria is very loud at the moment, it's very big. So there's this temptation for you to say, oh, I'm not in Nigeria again, I'm completely safe and all of that. But one thing is, the human nature is very wicked. So as far as you are still on earth, there's no place that's completely safe, right? UK may be safer than what we have in Nigeria right now, but it is not completely safe like Canada. Canada is way safer than the UK. UK may be safe than the US because there is no gun violence and all of that every day in, day out. But to some extent, it is not safe and you need to take security measures. If you're going out, you need to share your location with your friends. If you find anything suspicious, share your location with, tell people where you're going to, let people know of your whereabouts so that when you don't come, they know where to start looking for you, like they know what's up with you, right? If you feel unsafe, if you feel like there's need to take taxi, don't save that money, take the taxi. If you take an Uber, share that Uber number and all with your friends so that people know where to look out for you from, like if anything happens. If a place is too lonely for you to walk, don't walk, especially if you're a woman. If you're a girl, if you're a woman, you may not be as safe as you think. So please, you need to be security conscious. The UK is not safe like you think. It is not safe. Not so many people will tell you what I am sharing with you right now. It is not as safe as you think, and you need to take security measures. So yeah, I think that this thing is worth talking about. Be careful when you get here. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you share with other people so that they are alert, they are security conscious. Share with other people so they know what they expect when they come here. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you again in the next video. Goodbye.